When an officer pulls you over, what are your rights? Can they confiscate and keep your driver's license as personal property? I-Team investigator Michael George asked local law enforcement agencies what's supposed to happen to a driver's license after it's revoked.
Yeah, because
Teresa Robertson wasn't happy to see what we found.
Is this your driver's license?
yes, it is.
We showed Teresa that her driver's license, which she says was revoked and confiscated by a police officer last year, is now in the hands of someone else.
I feel violated.
This woman, Heather, showed us 4 driver's licenses. She claims her estranged husband, a Tampa police officer, confiscated and kept as a sort of trophy. Court records the I-Team obtained show he was the officer who gave tickets to at least 2 of the drivers on these licenses.
You are certain that he's the one who brought these home and kept them?
Yes, I'm positive of that.
We're not naming that officer because Heather is involved in a divorce and child custody battle with him.
Does that play a role in this, too? Is that part of why you're reporting this?
No, it doesn't. I think they're totally separate.
Heather recently turned the licenses over to Tampa police. They're looking into whether the officer may have violated any policies. Ron Spiller spent 30 years in law enforcement and now works for SRI Investigations.
There's no harm that comes out of it, but it's not proper procedure. It's not the way you should do things these days.
The I-Team looked at policies at 7 local law enforcement agencies. Some, like the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, state in writing that deputies have to turn licenses over to the department. Other agencies, including the Tampa Police Department, don't have written policies. But they say their procedure is, quote, once the court case is resolved, the officer should destroy the driver's license. Anything outside this course of action would be a break from our accepted practices. Every agency we spoke with said officers are not allowed to keep a driver's license indefinitely.
There's no reason, absolutely no reason for an officer of the law to carry around my driver's license, let alone any other woman's driver's license.
We spoke with half a dozen former law enforcement experts, and only one said they'd ever heard of cases where officers kept driver's licenses. But even if the problem isn't widespread, Teresa Robertson feels it shouldn't ever happen.
Identity theft is out there. You have my valid driver's license. No one has a right to take my personal information.
The Tampa Police Department did tell us they have previously investigated an officer for failing to turn in driver's licenses, but weren't able to provide specifics on the case. I'm I-Team investigator Michael George, taking action for you.
If you have something you'd like Michael and the I-Team to investigate, you can email them at iteam@abcactionnews.com.